You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Qwerpline this week is brought to you by the Rural Neural Cure-All, an amazing medicinal tonic concocted by farmers to heal the brain sick and head tired. The Rural Neural Cure-All, good for every boy and girl.
Good morning, Innsbruck. Big G Money here with A Train. How's it going, Alex?
I found 18 cents on my couch, but apples don't go on sale till Friday.
Is that code for something?
No, I just like apples.
Oh, okay. Well, it's great weather for it out there in scenic Innsbruck, weird sky country.
You are not wrong.
Yeah, look at that.
Oof.
Anyway, the sky isn't the only thing in flux this week in Innsbruck, as voters are preparing for the referendum to modify the system of municipal voting here in Innsbruck. The city could either stay with its current system of disproportional representation, or it could change to one of two new options: first past the priest, where the candidates engage in a literal foot race to Innsbruck Hexacostal Church, or multiple transferable vote, which, according to Kenneth Lancer from Sheffield University, is sort of like electoral multi-ball. We'll have Mr. Lancer with us later in the program to talk about some of this. But first, what do you think of these proposed changes?
I'm aldersman. I have to remain impartial.
No, not like the listeners.
Oh, they're pissed.
So I've heard, which is why we sent summer intern Derek out to harass passersby with a microphone and gauge their opinions.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Alex. You can't answer me because this is a pre-recorded segment. I'm summer intern Derek. Hi, listeners. I'm standing outside historic QWRP-FM radio station, waiting to do interviews with people who are going into the building. Hi, Edith.
Hello, Derek.
Do you have a few moments to spare about the upcoming referendum?
Well, I do have to get to work, but I am a passionate person known for my many fiery opinions. What do you want to know, Derek?
What's your favorite way to vote?
Honestly, Derek, I don't find any of the proposed options particularly exciting, but as I am a member of the media, I think I better hold my opinions to myself, lest I influence the campaign unduly.
Thank you very much, Edith. I understand. What do you think, sports reporter Montgomery Cohn?
Let me tell you exactly what I think, Derek. I think that the literal Tigers are going to take the Sideball Autumn Classic this weekend. I know we're 3 games behind in the series, but when it comes to the Topes, I think that the Topes are garbage, and they're not going to stand up to the kind of assault that we can give, especially if Coach refuses to get me off the bench because I haven't played in 3 games.
Well, okay, but what about the referendum?
Oh, right, the voting thing. All y'all need to vote yes on the special ballot initiative that gets Innsbruck a new arena for sideball. I can't think of a better use of taxpayer money.
Well, no, what about the system of voting?
I'll tell you the ideal method of voting there, Derek. You get up in the morning, you have a good breakfast and maybe have some coffee, and you walk down to the school gymnasium and you pick up that pencil and you vote. And that's all you need to do is you just vote. Everybody gets a vote, and I don't know why people can't just go into the place and get a vote. And it's so hard to think about why.
And that was Montgomery Cohn, sports reporter, who's now walking away from me. I didn't realize interviewing people on the street was so hard. Guys? Oh, right, this is a pre-record. Okay. Oh, now I see station manager Joan, who is now waving me off, so I don't get to talk to her either. And here's Michael O'Leary, coming out of the building, because that's where he lives. Oh, right, I wasn't supposed to say that, because that's his home address. Guys, cut this out later when you use this. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Derek. What are you doing out here so early?
I'm interviewing the man on the street, and that's you, so I need your opinions on the referendum.
I wouldn't consider myself the man on the street, Derek. I'm more of the man with the generously appointed bachelor apartment. Or just man about town, if you would. Perhaps a gadabout. And I'm performing my weekly grocery trip. Would you care to join me? All the best produce shows up at 6 a.m., and it's chanterelle season. I mustn't tarry.
Well, okay, but I'm going to need a firm opinion out of you for how you're going to vote on the referendum. Just a sec, let me put my phone away. It's getting heavy. So do you have any plans for those chanterelles?
I was thinking of making a demi-glace.
Okay, thanks, Derek, for that report recorded earlier. Yo, Alex, is Derek in the break room?
Yep.
Could you go send him back out to do that again with really explicit instructions?
How explicit do you want? I know a lot of curse words.
I leave that to your discretion.
Oh, goody.
And while Alex is doing that, I can give you the news. The Innsbruck Middle School Craft Fair takes place this weekend, so if you're looking to stock up on macaroni crafts, extremely amateur woodworking, or pine cones that have been decorated to look like the late Richard Thurpston in time for the fourth quarter holidays, they've got you covered. As always, the money raised will go towards the annual school trip. This year, it's a thrilling springtime hike along the remnants of the Metaxas line on the Greco-Bulgarian border. If you'd like to help directly, the Innsbruck Middle School will gladly take donations of unexpired field rations, warm blankets, or Huffer Pharmachemicals bunion cream. And the Innsbruck Girl Scouts are holding a camouflage workshop, so bring your jute and learn how not to be seen. They'll be showing you how to make found object ghillie suits and how you can use simple concealer to confound facial recognition software. The first 5 people to find the camouflage workshop will be given a free tube of olive drab and a burnt cork.
Oh, I got so much off my chest just now.
Is Derek going back out for another round of interviews?
Yeah, when he put some ice on that burn I just laid on him.
I hope you're being figurative, but I can't tell.
Of course I am. The only person around here who does the spicy coat rack is Gus.
What's a spicy coat rack?
Oh, well, you get a creme brulee torch.
Actually, you know what? I don't need to know about it. Joan just turned the red light on, so we're going to jump instead to Richter Hammock Slam up in the QWRP Traffic Coopter. How's it going up there, Richter?
Good morning, Graham. Traffic is flowing smoothly today all across the city, but you best watch out for a stalled car going north on the Shaughnessy.
Is he?
Shh. Thank you, Richter. That's very useful information. Carry on.
I'm also seeing things start to back up a little bit on Burbishire Drive, so motorists using that on their morning commute may want to consider other routes.
Oh, are you sure, Richter? I took Burbishire this morning, and it was perfectly clear.
Yeah, it never gets busy.
I can see it as clear as day, Graham, just like I can see that the roundabout near City Hall is as clear and open as my third eye.
Richter, Derek just texted me that a raccoon ran into the street and caused a 3-car pileup at that roundabout.
Derek shouldn't be giving you traffic information, Graham. That's my job. A job that I have been training for all week.
I'm shocked that training has anything to do with your job, Richter.
He just sent me a video of the crash. It looks like the raccoon is okay, but the 3 initial cars and then like 2 or 3 others that also tried to run the raccoon over are all sort of in a pile now. One of them's on its side in the bike lane. There's a dude on a 10-speed who's real mad.
I'll add that to my scene then, Graham. For you see, I have been image training all week, spending 24 hours a day inside of my mind helicopter.
What the hell is image training?
It's a legitimate form of training, Alex, one used by elite athletes to train for the Olympics and such. Going through their course in mind as if in life.
So you're not reporting the traffic that's there, you're reporting the traffic you're seeing in your mind.
That's called make-believe.
And if I can make myself believe it, it will come true. Be the traffic you want to see in the skies, Alex.
Don't you gaudy me!
No need, Alex. You seem to have all the salt you'll ever need.
And Jones turned the light on again, and it's flashing this time. Richter, you want to wrap it up?
Thank you so much for that compliment, Graham. I always do my best for you two down in the studio.
In what universe were we just complimenting you?
In the unknowable universe of my mind, Qwerpline, Alex. Back to you.
Sure. Next, we are going to go to the phones, and joining us is Kenneth Lancer, political scientist from Sheffield University, who's going to be talking to us about the importance of the upcoming referendum. Welcome, Mr. Lancer.
It's a pleasure to be here, Graham. It's not often that we at the Political Science Department get to speak to the general public about such important matters as electoral reform.
So the city of Innsbruck needs to decide whether they stick with the current system of disproportional rep or move to first past the priest or multiple transferable vote. What do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of these various systems?
Either of these options is a success from my point of view. You haven't held an election in 17 years. Your mayor is a box of paper clips. I can't understand how you continue to function.
Hey, Mayor Steno Paperclips hasn't been doing that bad a job.
And I'd like to counter that your position in the county as an aldersman has been made much easier by this lack of an elected official.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
A modern electoral system is built on a system of checks and balances, and not having a mayor for over 9 years is a flagrant disregard for the citizens of this city. Your last mayor died in office and was replaced by the box of paperclips. How, as a representative of the citizenry, can you not see this as a problem?
Hey, it ain't broke.
It's fundamentally broken. The paperclips are being used.
Wait, what?
Yeah, people are taking them and not returning them.
What happens when all the paper clips are gone?
Nobody knows. I don't know. This situation is unprecedented in the history of Westminster politics. I urge every eligible citizen of Innsbruck to get out there and vote for one of the two new options in this referendum. It is absolutely paramount that you elect a human mayor. No ghosts, no statues, no stationery of any kind. Human being.
Do you really gotta spell it out that clearly?
I shouldn't have to remind you of Innsbruck's mayor from 1974 to 1976, who was simply 3 shuffle cats in a box.
Hey, Mayor Scratchy Boots Angry Hiss was instrumental in the construction of Innsbruck Community College. That's why there's a statue of them on the quad.
I can't believe that I have to point out to you people that the only way to hold your elected officials accountable is to actually elect them, and I've answered my own questions.
Okay, well, thank you for your insight, Kenneth Lancer. We appreciate you being here today.
Sure, go Topes.
Yeah, see you on the Oval.
Well, you heard it here first. We're running low on paper clips, so vote for anything, it doesn't matter. Speaking of which, I've just got the thumbs up from Gus that Derek returned with another pre-tape Man on the Street segment, so let's give that a try, I guess.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Alex. This is take 2 of my pre-record. Sorry about the last one. You'll want to cut all this out before we go to air. Hi, listeners. It's summer intern Derek, and I'm here at the 5-car pileup at the roundabout outside of Town Hall asking people what they think about the referendum. Let's see who we can talk to here. Excuse me, sir. What are your thoughts on the upcoming referendum?
Are you a paramedic? I have pins and needles all down my left side. Will you help me?
Oh, well, I don't know if I can explain multiple transferable vote very well.
I think I might have a head injury. I can't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, well, from what I've heard, that's pretty common with multiple transferable vote.
Okay. Good night, little boy.
I'm 19, and if you're just going to doze off in the middle of an interview, I'm going to find someone else to talk to. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, you're just 3 raccoons in an abandoned trench coat. I will leave you to your meal of road trash. Run along now. Maybe I should just get out of this accident scene. Oh, perfect. I'm going to go talk to her. She's one of Innsbruck's finest. Hello?
Hi. This is an active accident scene, and so I'm going to need you to get away from all of the victims.
But I have important journalism to do. I was sent here by QWRP-FM to ask people about the referendum.
I am actively trying to deploy the jaws of life right now, but I actually have some opinions on First Past the Priest. I don't think the Hexacostal Church is the right place to have that race.
Oh, you're the first person I've talked to, ever, who's answered my hard-hitting questions.
Wow, that's pretty cool and all, but we try not to use the phrase hard-hitting around, like, major car accidents, because it puts people on edge. So just give me 1 second here. I do have to start this machine because this gas tank is leaking and that person will die unless I pull them out. But I do have some thoughts. So I just think the footpath around the Hexacostal Church is way too slippery, and if there's any kind of chance of rain, it's like a 7% grade or something crazy. And I know it's in the center of town, and I know it's like a good point that you can have people run to. But typically politicians are kind of old, and I don't want to be prying anybody out of the bush because they fell on a raccoon or something like that.
What?
So as I was saying, I just think the Hexacostal Church is not the greatest place to hold that, and I think...
Well, you heard it here first, listeners. That's a selection of opinions on the local referendum. But what do you think on the matter? Let's go to the phones right now.
What? No, you can't throw to the phones off a pre-record. What the hell? Oh.
Evidently he can. Gus?
Hey, you're live on the air at QWRP. What are you thinking?
Hello, Graham. Hello, Alex.
Why?
I understand you're asking people's opinion on the upcoming referendum, and I have some very cogent thoughts.
Were you just image training? Why are you back in the Qwerpline already?
And why does it sound broken?
I was just taking a break for my morning smoothie when I heard that Trader Derek was soliciting opinions. I have those.
Caller, can you please turn down your blender?
Impossible! If I stop now, I won't get the 100% homogeneous solution that I desire.
I heard you have some opinions, Richter.
Oh, so many! Don't get me started on 2% milk.
I didn't.
But on the topic of the referendum, quite frankly, I think it's high time that the citizenry stop with the freeloading and earn their vote like Spartans.
Through military service?
And exposure as infants?
It's a start, I know, but we need a hard citizenry to make the hard decisions.
You don't have to lift to weigh in on budgetary revisions.
Far too many weak-willed individuals will be able to vote under both First Past the Priest and Electoral Moneyball.
I never knew pushing a button could feel so good. Oh, but Joan seems to have figured that out, so I guess it's time for the break. When we come back, the Innsbruck 5-H Club is holding an Achievement Day. You can come out to the Raster Heights Elementary School Gymnasium and see what some youth of Innsbruck have been up to this summer. Come out to participate in steer judging, a pie portioning contest, endurance crochet, and to see how some ambitious participants managed to retrofit a Rolls-Royce Merlin engine into the chassis of a 1982 Ducati Scrambler.
Does it work?
Well, that's what Achievement Day is here to find out. Get there early for limited blast shield seating, and remember your pelts for the 50-50 draw. And next week, it's Innsbruck Kombucha Con again, so find anyone who's into fermented tea and bring them over to the Innsbruck Civic Center to meet Scooby-Doo the Booch Pooch and the rest of the yeast crew. Try some of the new flavors: green tea huckleberry, pu'er pork curry, and rooibos fidget spinner. There will also be a new drinkers booch camp, a drinking contest. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about volume. And be sure to arrive early for a chance to touch the mother.
I don't understand that, and I don't want to.
Same. Stick around, more Qwerpline after this.
You're listening to Qwerpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, the Rural Neural Cure-All, an amazing medicinal tonic concocted by farmers to heal the brain sick and head tired. The Rural Neural Cure-All, only tested on squirrels.